Welcome to Ben Talks Money. Here we discuss stocks, investments, ETFs, and personal finance.
Hello and welcome back to Ben Talks Money. My name is Ben. I have an MBA in Finance and Management. I've been trading for 8 years and I'm a full-time options trader. In today's video, we're going to talk about quantum computing stocks. These stocks were incredible last year. QBTS, Rigetti, IonQ, those three names and the rest of the quantum field, they were crazy last year. But since hitting their highs, they've been dropping down and down and down. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the daily chart and do a little bit of a technical analysis and a fundamental analysis to see where the stocks are heading to, why are they dropping, and if there's a future for these names. So if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, and humbly please help me get to 4,000 subscribers. I'm close to it, and your subscription will go a long way in helping me do that. So first of all, let's look at the weekly chart because the daily chart is a little bit messy for these names. So the weekly chart is a little bit clean. So let's use the weekly chart today. If you look at Rigetti, right, this name back in September 2024 was around 65 cents. 65 cents about there, and then it went all the way up here to $20, pulled back a little bit, and since then, straight up to $57, almost $58. After hitting that $58, this stock has been pulling down and down and down and down. And right now, it's sitting right here at almost $15.90 something cents. Let's say roughly sitting here around $16, and it's sitting on a strong support area. If we break that support, this name is coming down straight here to about $11, $12, right? So why is that? And before we jump into the why, let's take a look at the other names. Let's look at QBTS. Let's look at QBTS. If you look at QBTS, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, just like Rigetti. And look at this name. It was $1, like 90 cents somewhere in late 2024, getting to 2025. I remember getting into Rigetti around QBTS. I bought QBTS around $4, and it went all the way up here. You can see all these things that I've been drawing in here. I've been following these names for a long time since they decided to start moving late 2024 and the whole of last year, right? For the most part of last year, at least. So I bought this here at $4 and we went all the way up here to almost $47. And since then, we've been dropping. But if you look at this one, at least on the weekly, this is holding the 50-day, right? It's holding the 50-day around almost $20 and it's here on a strong support area right here. So that's why it's making the $20 zone for QBTS very, very, very important because it's a support zone that coincides with the 50-day SMA. So if we break that, the next level that we'll be coming to will be about $15, right? So it's very, very crucial for this name. So let's jump into why these names are selling. There are a few reasons why these names are selling right now. The first is the cash burn. They have poor fundamentals, all these names. They are mostly all startups, small companies, and they need a lot of cash. Building quantum computing technology is no joke. And they need a lot of cash, which they don't have. So what they have to do is to raise money. Late last year, Rigetti, I think Rigetti or IonQ, or probably both of them, they raised about $2 billion each. The way they do that is by issuing more shares. And what happens if you issue more shares? There's dilution. You dilute the existing shares, which means the price is going to take a hit. The price is going to come down. That is the first reason. Their earnings are nowhere close to their valuation. The second reason is valuation. These companies are valued about $1 billion plus. Meanwhile, their quarterly earnings is not even up to 10 million for the most part. They're not making any money, right? So it doesn't make sense. It's all good when you are going on and the bubble is strong, but when the bubble bursts, it becomes a whole new thing. And that's what is happening in this field. The bubble has finally burst, right? So investors are selling. If you bought it like I did, I bought QBTS around $4. If you bought it and it went to $40 and you didn't sell, even if you sell here around $20, you still book some profit, right? Because nobody knows. This thing can come back to where it started from. I'm not saying that's what it's going to do. I hope that's not what it does, but there is a possibility. Even if that chance is 0.0001, there is still a possibility of doing that, right? So people are selling because of that. And the other thing is that there's delay. People were expecting something from the quantum space by this time, right? The hype is on. Give us something. Give us something to keep the momentum going. They haven't done that. None of them have been able to do that, right? To give the market something to hold on so that this speculation will keep going. Because whether you like it or not, all this move has been speculation. And if you look at the daily chart, it tells you exactly where the highs of the speculation were. If you look at here, right, from $15 all the way up here to almost $47 in how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days, right? In six trading days, this thing went from $14 straight to almost $47. And that was the peak of the speculation. So what needed to happen for these names to keep going was to give the market something, an update, a new breakthrough, right? To keep the speculation going. That didn't happen. So what happened? The market started to sell. The market started to sell. And even when the US president announced a stake in some of the quantum names, it didn't do anything. It didn't move them because the real thing that the industry needed, the market needed, was an update, a breakthrough from one of these names. Because mind you, you have people like NVIDIA CEO saying that quantum technology is 20 years away from being, applicable on a large scale. So that's why these names are selling, right? They don't have a good balance sheet. Their fundamentals are poor. The speculation is the bubble is finally bursting, and investors are selling the risky assets, the names that don't make any money. If you look at something like SMR, right? Some of these nuclear names, they are all been selling because investors are de-risking, right? Investors are de-risking and buying value names. And unfortunately, this is not a value name. The quantum space, the companies, they are not value names. They are all speculative names. They don't make any money right now. So is this sector dead? And the answer is absolutely not. If it's anything, this is just the beginning. But we might not see anything in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, anything tangible from these names. That's why I'm beginning to think, when are we going to get a real push again like we did last year, right? Because this is something, these names are companies that you want to hold for a long term. For the next 10 years, you might want to be in the quantum name, because I strongly believe that when quantum computing, when the technology is fully developed, we're going to get something that is much more capable than AI. And if we mix quantum with AI, that's going to be huge, right? It's going to be huge when it comes to healthcare, construction, blockchain, and everything. This is going to be incredible. So the names, they are not dead, but they need to give us something. They need to give the market something for the market to remember them that, yes, we are still here. Now, they are not giving us that. So me personally, I don't have any of those names again. Like I said, I bought QBTS as $4. I've sold all of them. I don't have anything right now. I'll keep monitoring them. I'll be watching them to see where these names are going. The news, right? Because again, they don't have any fundamentals to rely on. So it has to be news of a breakthrough, or you look at the technicals and you see, okay, the selling volume is decreasing, because right now, if you look at the daily chart, the selling volume is not decreasing. Right, we got a strong hammer here on QBTS 2 days ago, and it pushed back up to hold the 50-day. Now it's holding the 50-day here into pre-market, trying to push it back up. But should I buy it here? That's another question, because buying a name or buying a company that doesn't make any money, that moved from less than $1 to almost $48, buying this name at $20, it's a little bit risky, right? It's really a little bit risky, but at the same time, the number one rule in finance is what? The higher the risk, the higher the reward. So, we'll keep looking at these names, but quantum space, they are not dead, but let's say they are going into hibernation. They are definitely not dead. They're in hibernation right now, and we don't know when they are going to wake up, but they will surely wake up one day, right? They will surely wake up one day, and probably by the time they wake up, it will be late for any of us to get in. Right, by the time they wake up. So probably, maybe the best time to buy is when they are in this hibernation. But the question is, how low can they go when they are still in this hibernation? That is the big question in the room, right? That's the elephant in the room. How low can they go whilst they are in this kind of hibernation? And how long is the hibernation going to take? So let me know in the comment section, what do you think about these quantum names? Rigetti, IonQ, QBTS. What do you think about these names? Is there anything that you think is going to come up this year? And you think they're going to come up with any breakthrough this year? And let me know in the comment section. Are you buying these names? Are you holding? Are you just sitting on the sideline and watching? Let me know in the comment section. And if this video is helpful to you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, let's keep talking money.